Truck 2 for road to USTE. We're going to be working on the Tamiya Ford Bronco today. It's based on their CC-2 chassis. Just going to be going through a full build on this truck, get it up and ready, get it ready to hit the trail for USTE. Excited to build this truck and see, as you guys know, a big Ford guy. Bronco body looks sick. We have a couple upgrades that we plan to do to this thing out of the box, so stay tuned. Alright guys, transmission is done. We went ahead and hooked up a motor and ESC that we had laying around. I'm sure this motor is going to be much smoother than the stock motor. And then we hooked up a little 1080 here, which is always a great cheap budget ESC. But we got it in. For those of you that watched up to this point, thank you very much for staying on board. I know that time lapse was a little iffy. I struggled a bit there. It is super late here. I'm just trying to get some videos shot so that way we can get this out to you guys. But hopefully the rest of the truck will go a little bit smoother. I appreciate you staying on board. Looks like next up we're running chassis assembly, then into drive shafts, then into axles. So I got my work cut out for me. Let's get to it. So we got the chassis built, transmission is connected, shock towers are on. Piece of advice, it's gonna tell you to put these in, like these little nuts in right away. Wait until you get to that point to put the nuts in. As soon as you move the truck, they just flop about. There's also 4 in the back here. So just wait until you get to that point. You can drop them in with the Peter needle nose pliers, and then that way you're not struggling with that. All right, guys, axle is complete. It went together just like the instructions said. There's no tricks, there's no tips, there's nothing, just bolt it up, put it in as it said. It really fell right together and is super smooth. I forgot to mention in the previous sections of this video and also at the beginning, I'm using K&K hardware for this entire build. I don't like the hardware that comes with this truck. I'm not a fan of the Tamiya standard hardware. It's basically a Phillips head screw, which is a nightmare to use. So I went over to K&K hardware and I picked up their CC-2 kit. Comes with everything you need besides like some of the specialty screws, but everything else is in there. I'm also using fast eddy bearings for this kit instead of the plastic bushings for this kit. If you haven't checked out K&K hardware, check them out. They have kits for pretty much every vehicle under the sun. They have great hardware. It's a great asset to have around your shop. I always try to pick up a monster bag anytime I'm on their website picking up something else. They last forever. It's a lot of the screws you already use, and it's a great system, great company. They're not a sponsor of mine. They're not a sponsor of this channel. It's just a really great group of people doing great things for this hobby. So if you need hardware, head over to the guys at K&K. They're great people. They do great work. So next on this truck, we are putting in links. This truck comes with plastic links with this weird bend. There it is. There's your plastic link. I am not a fan of plastic links, even though this truck probably wouldn't have an issue because it's so light and so small. But I went over to my dad's house. I bought some rod from Home Depot. I went over there with the tap and die set and actually just cut in new threads into these links to make custom links. So I have a full custom link set for this. I did not take the steering link. I know you guys are immediately thinking this. I will probably get this done. I'm thinking I might leave it plastic though as like a nice fail-safe point so I don't break a knuckle. I'd rather bend a steering link than break a knuckle while I'm in Florida. Once I get back, if I continue to crawl this truck, I'll probably put a metal link on it just because that's what I prefer. But I have all the links here, so I'm gonna get these sorted and get these on the trucks next because as you can see, they're different sizes and I did not mark or label any of them when I brought them home. So that's my next project. All right, so we have a slider. We got front and rear axles on. We went ahead and put our links in. So we have front and rear metal links now. Got a little bit of articulation here. Next up is shocks. So we went to Pipple RC. We picked up a set of their chronic shocks in the 70 millimeter right there. I think we're gonna fill these with 40 millimeters, get these on the truck. Next, it looks like we start installing bumpers and rock sliders and then into gluing the tires. So we're gonna get all of that done, whole truck set up, and then we'll discuss our plan with paint. So stay tuned. All right, guys, we did it. We completed the Tamiya Bronco. We went ahead and put the Reefs RC Raw 400 up front. We tucked our receiver in right in front of the motor there. Obviously, we still running the Hobbywing 1080 with the Reedy 16-turn motor. We went ahead and put a little piece of Lexan in the battery tray. This is meant to run a stick pack. We're gonna be running the Genzace 3600 Adventure Pack, so there's nothing really for it to lay on. So I just cut that off the front of another Proline body and put it on there. But other than that, truck is ready to go. We went over to Spaz Sticks and picked up some paint. We're running their blue with Battleship Gray. I think the contrast came out really good here. I went super minimalistic with the plastic molded pieces, just did the grill, little hood trim pieces, door handles, and I left the roof rack off and the spare tire carrier off. I didn't really like the way it was working for this truck. But other than that, we are ready to go. We did the little Proline interior, kind of hacked up and modded up. We have Buzz Lightyear up front with his little buddy Socks in there ready to go. This all just Velcros to the rig, kind of sits down on there, and then boom, rig's done. I kind of like the ride height we're sitting with here. It kind of looks like a stock Bronco in my opinion. There won't be a running video at the end of this just because I'm keeping this clean for Florida, but I'll be posting videos every day when I'm out at that event. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. Thanks for all the support, guys. Have a great day.